Good YouTubing, everybody. Thanks for stopping by and visiting the channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do, because it really helps the channel out. What we're going to talk about is RYU, or RYU, from Ultra Street Fighter 2 by JADA Toys. We're going to go over the piece count, check out the tooling, look at the sculpt, check out the paint ops, plus we'll go over the articulation, and we'll look at the box and where the figure was purchased. Plus, we're going to have those photos at the end. But right now, looking at RYU, he looks good. Let me know something, guys. Would you purchase this figure or would you not? Let me know in the comments. But right now, let's go ahead and roll this guy out the stand and let's give him a measure to see how tall he sits. Okay, so we go ahead and break out the ruler. Let's get it out and we'll start with the inches. Get the ruler out, start on the inches side, and it looks like, put it behind him here, looks like he'll be right at 6 inches. And if he's at 6 inches, if we go ahead, yeah, right at 6 inches, put it on the centimeter side, and if he's at 6 inches, he should be right around 15 and a half, 16 centimeters, somewhere in that area. That's where he's at. That's where he's standing, and that's what we're working with today. Okay, so here's the box. As we can see, you have that nice, that old work from the game right here. First player, second player, some points, life. You see it. Then you have kind of like the arcade style from the Street Fighter, Ultra Street Fighter 2 here. You got the final challengers, and then you got RYU with this Street Fighter artwork from the video game. Then you got JADA, that JADA symbol there, right? Okay. On the side panel, you do have the Ultra Street Fighter 2, the final challengers. Looks like Vega right there. In the background, I can't see, that's RYU there, I think. I'm not sure. But you see that's part of the arcade there. And you have RYU saying here, right? Okay. And on this side panel, you have the Ultra Street Fighter 2 with the final challengers. Then you got Cammy here, Feelong, and you got RYU. RYU, however you like to say it. I know it said both of those ways, but I've always said RYU. I'm not sure if I'm saying it wrong, but that's what I've always said. Okay, on the back of the box, you have the Ultra Street Fighter 2, the final challengers. You can get the other characters, Chun-Li, Feelong, of course, RYU here we have. Then you got that artwork just like the video game. Pretty nice. Look at that. That's pretty nice, like that. Okay, and then on the bottom of the box, you can have that stuff you can read, pause it. We could talk about it. All right. Okay. And there he is in the blister with his accessories. Nicely done. Got all his piece count there. There you go. That is the packaging. Okay. So let's go over the piece count. It looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces to the figure. Okay. We'll start with the stand. It's a 2-piece. Got it. So we have the base of the stand here. Right? Nothing to it. The hole. That's the base. Simple. And here's your piece. Okay. Roll it actually moves any way you want. This is where you're going to put your fire effect, which I'll show you next. And of course, that goes inside the base. Pretty simple. Okay. And here's the fire effect. That's this iconic Hadouken, right? Just like that. Just kind of a rubbery plastic. I wouldn't say PVS, but it's hard. There you go. If you notice real closely, his hands are inside, just like it does in the game. When he shoots it, you see his hands inside there. They did very well with that. Liking that. Translucent, put some light to it, and you can make this come to life a bit. Got it? And there's the hole. Where's the hole at? There's your hole for the peg for the stand. Got it? Nice. Okay, let's go for the hands. Here's the additional hands here. This is the one that he uses when he's doing his fireball. All right. Got his protective on the top of his hand there. Iconic. We know about that. Just basic plastic for the hands here. You have your latches. Got it. There we go. Just some hard plastic, some ABS plastic, and then sculpted into the hands here. Not too much detail, but nice enough. All right. And here's the other one.
Same, just the opposite hand. Right? You got your paint ops here with this kind of a reddish color. Kind of a reddish orange on this. All right? Now there's your scope of the hand. Got little fingers there. There you go. Okay? Now let's go for the head sculpt. Okay, so the head sculpt, I do like it. Looks very nice. And they do have it kind of, you know, Street Fighter seems to me like it's kind of an anime-ish. It could be semi-anime-ish. If you look at how the characters are made and how they are, it could be semi-animated. Because look at the eyebrows going across a bandana there. That's some anime stuff, right? But that's iconic for the Street Fighter. They did very well with the paint ops of this figure. As you can see, the paint is great. The eyes. Then you have the bandana with the eyebrows flowing over. And then the hair, right? And so you're looking at the sculpt here. Very nice on the hair. They did very well in that mold. And there goes your ball joint that goes on top. Very nice on that. Looking good. Let's get a close up. See, it's not bad. Not bad. Sculpt is good too, right? And then you got some soft goods here. There's some soft goods right there. Kind of attached to the bandana. Then it comes out. And that's your soft goods right there. Very nice. Now, would it be soft goods? I'm not sure. It's soft. I'm gonna label that soft goods. I guess soft goods would be your, you know, material, cloth, whatnot. So we just go ahead and put this as some PVC plastic. Okay, and there's the scope, looking good, and you see it. Okay, that's gonna do it for the piece count. Okay, so let's check out the tooling of this figure. Look at the paint ops. Let's check it out. Okay. I do like I said, the scope that we saw earlier, very nice. The head we saw, very great. You know you're going to get the same thing here. There's nothing different besides his meme mug. You see that meme mug? But everything else is pretty much the same. You're going to have that great scope, the great paint ops on it. I mean, the paint ops is pretty good, especially for the cost of the figure. You can't complain with that. And like I said, this is not soft goods. It's just probably some PVS plastic, I would call it, just like they do with capes and whatnot. That's what I'm going to say there. So that, like I said, that is great on the paint ops, especially on the sculpt. That looks good. I mean, look at that. Not bad, right? Okay, let's look at the back. Okay, so you have a little bit of PVS here, plastic here for his gi. Okay, right? All right, and then you have this just some basic plastic here when they molded the figure. So the tooling looks pretty good. Let's see that. It looks pretty good. It's not perfect because you're gonna have a little bit of plastic showing here, and you got some frayed out in the joints here. So they can do away with that, but sometimes they just choose not to, because you can see how that gunked up plastic is. They can sculpt that away when they're finished with the tooling. But sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't, right? Just depends on how they want to rush the figure out for production. So that looks pretty good. So this, like I said, this is pretty loose. Like I said, it's PVS plastic, so it's very flexible. Along with this gi, his belt here. Nice. Okay. Legs, all this is ABS plastic. Nothing of this is PVS at all. This stuff here is all hard. Okay. We know that his hands, we have this here, it's all hard plastic. None of that is PVS. That's all ABS plastic here. So it looks really good. I do like how the figure looks. Very nice. Okay, his feet. See how they did on the feet? Okay. So the feet looks really good. Yeah, not bad. Okay. Foot there. No plastic bleeding. You have your sculpt. That looks good. Right? Okay. Bottom of the feet. I know they have, they can do away with the lettering on the feet. Just give us some stickers. We can peel it off. That'll be better. We don't need that on the feet. But you do have your pegs there for stands and whatnot for him to do moves and poses. Pretty cool. Nice. So the figure, the tooling is pretty good. The paint ops is great. I do like that. Okay, so that's going to do it for that. Okay, let's check out that POA. Let's check out that points of articulation. Let's go. Okay, we know the figure looking good. We check out the paint ops, the tooling, looking good. So let's check out this movement. We're going for the head here. So we know the head is on the easy peg system. You got the rotating ball and socket right there. Nothing crazy, right? Top it off. Boom, put it on. There you go. Rotates really well. Side there, nice size. You're gonna have your down, you're gonna have your up. You're gonna have everything you need on the head movement. So I call that a perfect. Okay, so we're going for the arms next. Okay, you got your latch system there. That's your flies, right? Your flies, and you're gonna go about that high on your flies. I don't think it's going any higher than that, but you do have the rotation because it is in a socket. Okay, so that's it. You got your bicep there, rotation in the bicep, right? Okay, then you got your latch system here. I don't know if that's a double latch. Yeah, that's a double latch. So you do have the double latch, as you can see. There you go, double latch right there, okay? And your hands have the rotating peg because it goes inside, pegs it in. There you go, peg, and then you have the latch in the wrist. Single latch. Got it? Okay, and that's gonna be the same on both sides. And for the midsection here, you do have your turns and you do have some crunches. It's very minimal, but it's enough for the figure. You can see it. It can crunch a little bit, crunch out some, and you can twist a little bit. Not much, right? Okay, let's go down to the legs. So the legs are on your dumbbell joints there, dumbbell flies, right? You can see it. Okay, nicely done there. And then we have the latch system. Well, let's go for the swivel. It does have the swivel in the thigh. Nice. And then you have your latch system, which is, I don't think that's a double. That is a single latch system in the knee. Right? There you go. So you can't latch. Well, I'm sorry. You can latch it more. So you do have the double latch system. What am I talking about? Okay, so you do have the double latch system in the knee. You see how far it goes up. Very nice. Bring it down. And then the feet has the rotating on the ball point right there, the bottom, plus it has a latch, right? No pivot in the toe. Okay, so very simple on the articulation. Nothing too crazy, but just enough for you to do what you need for the figure. I'm gonna go ahead and give this figure, I like it a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 5 out of 5 because it looks very good. The articulation is enough, and I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. Great character. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, just wanted to show you that you do have a diorama in this box, which is pretty nice. I guess you can set them in there. It's not big enough for multi-figures, but for one figure to pose, which would be him. You have the wooden floor there. Of course, that iconic scenery from RYU on Street Fighter 2. So you do have that diorama for some photos. Okay, not bad. There you go. And you guessed it. I got it at BigBadToyStore.com, and you can pick up yours today. Just check out BigBadToyStore.com. What are you waiting for? Check them out. And this brings us to the end of our video. If you found the video informational or you just simply enjoyed watching, please hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe button. And as always, this has been another toy review. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.